What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to react to some statements that Tim Hardaway made about LeBron James possibly, or not possibly, but wanting to be a owner in the NBA, right? And so now I've heard this before, and I was thinking when I heard it a while ago, I was like, the NBA can't possibly reward LeBron James for what he has done to the NBA. And I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, okay, LeBron James, you know, a lot of people see him as a fraud. They don't see him as a GOAT, right? And so, they see, if people think of LeBron James as really messing the game up. People see LeBron James as someone who is polarizing. So I'm thinking, like, why would the owners or anybody want to get in business, or be in business with LeBron James after he wasn't the kind of player who, in my opinion, who left everything out on the court. So if you want somebody to be a owner and to join that fraternity of owners, it would seem like you would want somebody like what they had, like Michael Jordan, or somebody like Magic Johnson or Larry Bird, like those guys, even Isaiah Thomas, right? Who just left it all out there on the court. And so I'm thinking, like, nah, this is not going to work. But I'm thinking, and I'm starting to think that the way that I'm looking at this situation is antiquated, right? It's dated and it's played out, and because that's not what the NBA is now, and that's not what like social media and all that stuff is now. I'm looking at it the way things were from that perspective. The NBA and social media now is more about being polarizing, and that's what LeBron James is. He's polarizing. So if LeBron James goes into ownership and he's polarizing, then that's probably going to generate money. I mean, not probably, but it is going to generate money. Just remember Mark Cuban, right? When he owned, he owned the Dallas Mavericks, and he was an owner who was always out there saying stuff and giving interviews, and he was polarizing as an owner. Jerry Jones, just look at Jerry Jones and how, like, and Jerry Jones, in my opinion, was like way before his time, because Jerry Jones has been doing this since like the 90s, right? So now you have LeBron James could possibly become an owner, and I think this might be the way that the NBA is going, as far as, like, because it be with the advent of social media, like there's just so much like demand for content, right? And basketball alone is not going to be enough to meet that content, right? That demand. So what they're going to have to do, they're going to have some, like, more storylines. And the more storylines they have, the more that, social media, because you got to feed that machine, all these different networks. You got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and, and I'm not even really into all these different platforms, but you do have, and it's more than that. So you're going to need something to feed that cycle, and that's going to be worth billions of dollars, right? So when Hardaway said that, I was like, it just clicked in my head. I was like, oh, because I'm thinking, like, yeah, LeBron James, I don't know how this situation is going to work out for him. Him declaring himself the GOAT. He getting pushed back from ex NBA players. He's getting pushed back from fans. Nobody really see him most people don't see him as a GOAT. But LeBron James, it looks like, and the powers that be, they had some things lined up that we are not aware of, and the things that we are not that, like, they're looking at it from a different perspective, right? So with that being said, let me play what Tim Hardaway said about LeBron James, and then I'm gonna come back and give some of my input, some more input. Also, shout out to the basketball show, because he is, I'm getting this content from off of his channel.
A lot,
Man,
LeBron James.
Hey, but you know what? I'm going to say this, man. I'm very happy for him, but it's a business decision for him. You know, Bob Myers. All right, Bob Myers is heading up.
Legendary GM.
Yes, legendary GM. And when I said that, and it went, viral a little bit, a lot of people was questioning, is Bob Myers an owner? No, he's not an owner. But you know what? He is like an owner. He took care of that team, Golden State Warriors, like it was. He was ownership. He knew who had the money, but he was the the guy that made all those decisions and made those guys get 4 championships. And I tell you this, LeBron is just going there to get tutelage and from Bob Myers. So when he retires, he's gonna get a team. He's gonna get a team.
That's all been a speculation.
He's gonna get a team. I mean,
so you saying LeBron going there just to learn? So eventually he can own his own team and, kind of continue to build an empire? Or is he going there to win a ring or 2 so people can think he is the greatest of all time because now he's stacking a deck?
A little bit of both.
Once again, which he always does.
Bro, okay. If
I'm glad that there is more than.
All right, let me stop it right there, right before the host of the show start. So LeBron James, now, I don't know if Bob Myers is going to tutor him. I mean, that, or mentor him, not tutor, but mentor him. I just think that this is a real possibility. Like I said at first, I didn't think that, like LeBron James was even in a run. And I was like, nah, man, they don't want you to be an owner because of what you did while you played, But LeBron James is somebody who's polarizing. And so it's starting to make sense when you think about, like what's next for LeBron James. Because the way LeBron James now is conducting himself in the media, people, if you look at it on the face value, you be like, man, he look like he's self-destructing. He's saying things that he know he's going to get pushback on. He's siding with corporations over the fan base. Like LeBron James has chosen the fan base over corporations, right? And anybody knows that as a professional athlete or professional performer, your fan base is something that you can always tap back into. But it's not like that. Like that's the past. You can always tap back into your fan base. Like Michael Jordan, he's selling, you know what I mean? Every time he come out with a new sneaker or they with the retro sneakers, they sell out in minutes. Right? That's because Michael Jordan did things the way that they were supposed to be done when he was doing things, right? So maybe it's working out the same way for LeBron James. Maybe he's doing things now the way that, the way he's supposed to be doing it. I'm looking, or some people, and myself and other people looking at it like, you're not doing it the way that Mike did it. But this is not Mike's era. This is not, my era. This is LeBron James' era right here, right? And so let me let, the host say what he got to say, and then he's going to get back to Tim Hardaway.
One person or 2 people that, talk to these professionals and literally call out LeBron James for what he has done all of his career, which is stack his teams, like Charles Barkley even said. So let's keep going.
First of all, it's an all Klutch team.
Yeah.
Okay. You have Klutch Sports. So you have the coach Klutch.
Yeah.
All right.
You go down.
You got
wait,
Maxie.
who's the coach?
Nurse.
Nick
Nurse. He's with Klutch Sports. Maxie is with Klutch. Sports.
Is
Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, he just got that. Is Edge Cone with Klutch?
I don't know. You got LeBron, and so he putting an all Klutch. And you got to understand this. Bob Meyer has been on Rich Paul's podcast a couple of times.
He might be Klutch,
and been with LeBron's on his podcast. And so, with me saying this, I think LeBron talked to Magic and got some tutelage from Magic, because you got to understand Bob Myers helped put the Commanders front office back together. And the LA Dodgers.
Wait. The
football team. Yes. Yeah. Magic owned that team.
Yeah, Magic owned that.
Dodgers.
And the Dodgers.
So he's helping him with the front office and understanding salary caps and this and that and this and
You
that.
saying Bob Myers is LeBron trying to get Bob Myers' help to do the same thing?
No. What he's going to be tutelage by Bob Myers. So when he gets his team, he knows exactly what to do, how he needs to do it with all the ins and outs.
So this is a long-term business decision for LeBron.
Yes.
So it's just been described by Tim Hart.
All right. So now I don't know if they really need Bob Myers to mentor LeBron James, like I said, because I think the people behind LeBron James and Rich Paul and all those guys, they have if this is what they want to do, then they have everything mapped out, right? All they need for LeBron James to do is just to be like what he's always been, like polarizing. Be like what the other guy was. Who's the other guy? Just Mark Cuban, right? Jerry Jones. Those kind of people who draw attention to the franchise, right? And so especially if LeBron James get a franchise in Vegas, a basketball team in Vegas, you're going to need somebody with a big personality, somebody that's polarizing, that's going to keep that spotlight on a team. So I think that this might be the route that they're going in, and this might be what's going to, this might be the future for LeBron James. He might become an owner of a NBA franchise. So I didn't really start looking at it, like I said, until I heard Tim Hardaway say it like that. I was like, nah, man, you can't reward him for what he has done, flopping and stacking teams and stat padding. But this is a whole new era. And so, and there's a demand for that type of content, right? And so that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm going to check y'all out in the next video. Peace.